there's going to be a good outcome with this?
Of course there is.
You think you have hope?
Absolutely.
Oh, good. Okay. I have to have hope too.
Look, you've got one or two choices. You can have no hope and give up. Someone last week said to me, you know, you guys are wasting your time.
Yeah.
And my response to him is, do you want me to dig a hole for you right now?
Yeah. It's kind of that nihilistic kind of mindset, right? I have hope and just have no hope. Yeah, that's the thing, is that even, like, I'm very cynical and pessimistic on certain things about reality and life and human nature, but I still hold on to that hope because, you know, nature's unpredictable. You never know. Things could change tomorrow, things could change in a week.
The people perpetrating evil in this world are a handful, they're literally a handful of guys. And Julian represents all of us. We are, what they're robbing from us, I mean, they're taking his liberty away, but what they're taking from us is the right to know the truth.
Yeah, which he absolutely did, right?
Well, his organisation, WikiLeaks, has faced the courts on several occasions due to their publications. On every occasion, the court has found that they've produced only ever 100% truth. They have, since 2007, a completely unblemished record of 100% truth. There's no other media organisation in the world that can.
I don't think there's any ideological partisanship or spin when it comes to WikiLeaks, right? He'll criticise anybody on either side of the spectrum.
He's got no friends in the world because he's criticised every country.
Yeah, no, I agree. I emphatically agree with that. I think that, like with what you said, that a small group of people are causing a large percentage of the pain and wrong in the world. The thing that annoys me the most about this, makes it really the vexatious aspect of this, is that those in power, those malevolent, unscrupulous people are those who are in power of these institutions. Like how I see it, I look at these buildings, beautiful buildings, right? It's beautiful architecture, and we look in the streets, everything's fine, everything's peaceful. But within them buildings, on the high up, the top levels, they're doing, there's deals that aren't for the betterment of society or betterment for the community or just betterment for other people. It's all self-preservation, hyper-individualistic, pathological hedonism. It's all really like the exacerbation of the human condition when it comes down to that, right? And that's when it comes to say capitalism, right? I like the idea where you can have a business, right? You can run a business and you can cut hair or sell coffees. That's fine, right?
Small business.
That's right, yeah. But when it comes to like large corporations, and then a lot of these people in these large corporations, they look at human behaviours and they study on the unconscious mind and use Freudian psychology and stuff like that. Edward Bernays, you probably know Edward Bernays, right? I've got his book Propaganda. Very smart man, but he knows how to pull the strings. And uses these propaganda tactics to essentially exploit the worst, most pernicious aspects of the human condition and then manufacture it to us in a product which we find enjoyable and we love and we indulge in, and then that affects our human behaviour even more to the point we pretty much manufacture the demand for the same mechanisms and institutions and products and services in society that are essentially playing a part in our own self-destruction.
I don't think it's anti.
Hello. Julian Assange at all? Mr. Kirby? Can I get a selfie with you holding this at all? Is that okay? Thank you very much. I'm Matthew. I heard you're a supporter of Julian, and thank you for your support. Let's get in there. Free Julian Assange, supporter of Julian, Mr. Michael Kirby, High Court Judge. Was? Yeah. Thank you very much for your support. We've been here every Friday trying to get Julian home for 2 years. So hopefully we can get him home. Keep it up.
Somebody good said he should have been released. Who was it? This week, I think it was somebody big.
Okay.
In the United States.
Right. There's been a few people starting to stand up a bit more, but we definitely got to get him home though, haven't we? So it's not right what's going on with him. Thank you for supporting Julian. We need more people like you on board, that's for sure. Thank you very much for your time.
Apparently he brought civility to the New South Wales Court of Appeal. Apparently it used to be very very confrontational and adversarial, and he heralded in a change, and whenever it was the 80s or the 90s, and I think it was the New South Wales Court of Appeal, the top court, and he favoured a more friendly approach, a more communal approach to solving the problems that the law brings up. So good on him, and good on him for his hard work over the years, and good on him for supporting Julian, which we discovered that he had when we Googled his name, and then did it again today, which is great.
Plato said those who are able to see beyond the shadows and lies of their culture will never be understood, let alone believed by the masses. Julian has shown what lies in the shadows of government and big business. It is corruption and crimes, and it is in the interest of the people to know. The US government and agencies have managed to smear and lie about Julian via their friends in the press and high offices around the world. We know that. We believe in the truth that was uncovered by Julian and WikiLeaks. They have a record of 100% accuracy. The US want to extradite Julian from the UK prison Her Majesty's Belmarsh in London to the United States. The CIA did not deny their plans to kidnap and murder Julian, or the fact that they spied on him and his lawyers. They believe it's their right to do so. That is wrong. The government and their agencies should be held accountable, and the people should know what is happening in their name. If not, we do not live in a democracy. The charges should be dropped on the basis that the party going after him, the United States government, spied on him and stole his papers. These charges should never have come about in the first place. It is the job of a journalist to report the truth, even if it is uncomfortable to read. Don't shoot the messenger for the crimes of those who consider themselves as being the elite class. Others may consider them the criminal class. Dr. Jill Stein, nominee for President of the United States, said on Twitter this week, "They lied to you about Vietnam, they lied to you about Iraq and Afghanistan, they lied to you about Syria and Libya, they lied to you about Honduras and Bolivia, they lied to you about Assange and Russiagate. So why the hell would you believe what they're telling you about the Ukraine?" I ask, why would you believe anything that you were told by the Five Eyes governments? Do your own research. Take nothing at face value. Use your critical thinking skills and decide for yourself what makes sense here. No matter Australia Labor or Liberal, US Democrats or Republicans, UK Tory or Labor, New Zealand Labor or National, Canadian Liberal or Conservative, they are all in lockstep and agreement with regards to decisions on international relations, wars, health, civil rights and freedom of the people, or lack thereof. Thomas Jefferson said, when injustice becomes law, resistance becomes duty. We all need to wake up and take note of what Julian Assange has uncovered. Do not give in to the criminals. Resist those who wish to impose injustice. Those who have committed the crimes need to be accountable, and they need to face justice. It is our duty to leave this place better for the next generation. Free inmate, our mate, Julian Assange. Thank you.
Free Julian Assange!
Free Julian Assange! Free Julian Assange! Jail the war criminals.
Free Julian Assange.
Welcome to the 117th week of Julian Assange Sydney Town Hall gatherings. Julian is held illegally for informing the public about many horrendous crimes committed by those who claim to represent the people. For his selfless service to the decent people of the world, the mainstream media have lied about him to create a false impression that it is irresponsible for journalists to publish in the public interest. The smearing of Julian in this way is propaganda at its very worst. Julian's accurate publishing of the war crimes in Iraq and Afghanistan has meant that governments and the media are now less able to raise public support for new wars, which has arguably saved countless lives. Being ignorant about corruption is a choice many still make in order to be complicit with a corrupt system. We must all find it within ourselves to break away from the corruption that is imprisoning us. We are living in a very interesting time where the dishonesty of government and the media have become obvious to those who think critically. This is very likely because the forces of corruption are now fighting for their very existence. When everyone knows the truth, corrupt power will cease to exist, and they will be hunted down and imprisoned for their great crimes. They can currently be seen desperately fighting to oppress us by placing draconian constraints on our freedom. But because of Julian Assange, we are in possession of the truth, and the people can be seen rising up due to their possession of the truth. Psychological torture of Julian Assange is happening through solitary confinement in Belmarsh Prison in the UK, but we must also realise that what is happening to Julian is a psychological operation designed to cause people to feel fearful and powerless. Julian's torture demonstrates that his action of fearlessly publishing the truth has made a significant impact on corrupt Western powers. Their reaction to Julian makes it clear that corrupt Western powers are vulnerable when truth is made known to the people. This also means that the corrupt Western powers are fearful of an informed public. Julian's work of informing the public is currently on hold, but that doesn't prevent the rest of us from carrying it on. We must do what we can to further inform each other. We are really powerful. Our voices count. We have evidence that we will win this through speaking the truth. Free Julian Assange. Free Julian Assange. Free Julian Assange!
Free Assange. Free Assange.
Yeah.
Okay, mate. No worries. Brilliant.
We are all Assange.